Please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button as you can see here to be the first to get all the updates from Dino's Vault. Hey there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault, and today I review the Honda Grazia. Now there's no doubt whatsoever that Honda dominates the scooter segment here in India with the Activa 4G, which is not only the largest selling scooter but also the largest selling two-wheeler currently. Now if only there's one segment that has deprived Honda of all the glory, it has to be the 125cc scooter segment, wherein the Activa 125 has failed to work the same magic like the Activa 4G. The Suzuki Axis has been ruling the roost here, and the new Axis is even more impressive, thereby making things tougher for the competition. At the same time, the Aprilia SR 150 has been winning hearts of the performance mongers in the scooter segment. So Honda had to come up with something to change it all over. They needed a product that could capture people's attention right from the word go. They needed a weapon that could take on two rivals with one shot. And what they have done here is taken the inputs and feedbacks from all their well-wishers and come up with what seems to be a winner right from the word go. The Italian word Grazia means grace, and grace is what this scooter definitely exudes the moment you cast your eyes on it. The Grazia dons the motor scooter avatar and looks more like the elder sibling of the Honda Dio. The Dio has seen a lot of demand lately with its sculpted bodywork, sporty and futuristic looks, and a champion engine. The Grazia takes a few design cues from the Dio, but Honda have managed to give it a sharper, sleeker, sportier, and a more modern look. So before we go ahead with the review, let's see how different the Grazia is compared to the Activa 125. Dimensions wise, length of the Grazia is down by 2 mm compared to the Activa, and width is down by 7 mm. The seat height is up by 1 mm for the Grazia, and weight is down by 1 kg for the Grazia compared to the Activa. Well, I guess that's about it, because barring the design, everything else seems to be absolutely identical for both the scooters. The wheelbase, the ground clearance, the underseat storage and tank capacity remain the same for both the scooters. The power and torque figures remain absolutely identical as well. Both the scooters get a 12-inch wheel up front and a 10-inch wheel at the back. The suspension is also the same, with both getting telescopic forks up front and a monoshock at the back. The one thing that stands out for the Grazia though is the LED headlamp layout, along with the LED position lights and the LED turn indicators that definitely lend the scooter a futuristic look. Also, compared to the Activa, the Grazia gets a fully digital speedo console that perfectly complements its sporty and contemporary styling. Also, the seat is of superior quality on the Grazia, which offers more room for the rider and the pillion, and even the foam quality is significantly improved compared to that of the Activa. Now, Honda have left no stone unturned to make this an irresistible proposition, because they've equipped the scooter right up to the brim and priced it aggressively as well. We also get a front glove box with a mobile charging socket, and looks like Honda have specifically designed this such that we can put our phones in there. We also get a multi-function key slot now, wherein you can open the seat without having to remove the key. You just need to turn the key to the seat mode and push the button next to it, as you can see here, to release the boot. The Grazia also gets alloy wheels and a 190 mm front disc brake. The design of the Grazia resembles the Dio to some extent, but there are some subtle yet significant changes that give it a fresh new look. The front end is sharper, the side panels are more sculpted, and the tail is sleeker. The tail lamp layout is also new and perfectly blends with the rest of the design of the scooter. The front panels are carved out to offer good knee room and leg room. Practicality wise, we get a single luggage hook under the seat. I, however, would have preferred a front hook as well underneath the handlebar. The switchgear is of good quality, but we don't get a high beam flasher. I really hope Honda includes it in the future upgrades. The fully digital instrument console is yet another standout feature of the scooter. This is the only scooter in the 125cc segment to offer a full digital display, with the readouts including the speedometer, tachometer, odometer, trip meter, fuel gauge, and even a clock. The seat is super comfy and is made up of premium quality foam. There's more room for the rider and pillion now compared to that of the Activa 125. The seat is nice and flat, which means the tendency to slide down the seat while hitting the brakes is a lot lesser now. The underseat storage is 18 liters, which is quite decent and will always come in handy to store stuff on the go. Now, looking at the engine specs, the Grazia gets the same 124.9cc BS4 engine that puts out a max power of 8.52 bhp at 6500 rpm, and a max torque of 10.54 Newton meters at 5000 RPM. Now, taking the scooter out for a spin, Refinement is the first thing that you'd want to sing praises about when it comes to a Honda. The engine response, the power delivery, the throttle action, and the ride feel, everything is similar to that of the Activa 125. The scooter pulls effortlessly even with a pillion on board. The power delivery is smooth and linear. The riding ergonomics are perfectly sorted out, and further aiding this is the nice and comfortable seat. Undoubtedly, this is the best seat you can find in the 125cc segment currently. One thing that really stands out about the Grazia though is the suspension. The front telescopic forks iron out all the potholes that the city roads have on offer with consummate ease. The rear monoshock is also well sprung such that it doesn't bottom out easily even when riding with a pillion on board. Ride quality therefore is best in class. Now coming to the brakes, we get an optional 190mm disc up front, but I rode the standard drum brake variant. We do get Honda's patented CBS or combi brake system, which pretty much ensures both the brakes are engaged at a time even if we end up using only the rear brake. Now coming to my trademark braking test segment, you can see here that I'm doing around 55 km per hour and I slam on the brakes really hard. You can see that the scooter comes to a standstill in just 2.79 seconds, which is really impressive. I'm sure that the disc variant would offer a much better timing than this. Now seat height is 766mm, which is quite reasonable to appeal to riders of all sizes. Ground clearance is 155mm, good enough to clear the speed breakers we find within the city confines. Tank capacity is 5.3 liters, which results in a decent tank range for city commutes, but I really hope they try and offer at least a 7-liter fuel tank for their future models if possible. The ARAI mileage claim for the Honda Grazia is 60 kmpl, but in real world conditions, I believe we can expect something close to 50 kmpl if ridden sensibly. Price ex-showroom Hyderabad for the Grazia starts from Rs 59,527 and goes up to Rs 63,899 for the disc and alloy variant. Well, that's pretty much it for now. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.